Hi everyone, I'm Pedro, and in today's video we're going to look at table completion questions for the IELTS listening section. Just like the note completion questions we talked about in our previous listening video, this question type can be found in all of the listening sections. Now, as we've done previously, let's look at some basic rules for the listening questions before we go on to tackle the table completion questions. So remember, when you listen, the words you hear are the ones you need to write, and you will hear the same information in the same order. Not every word you hear will be the same as words that you read in the questions, and make sure you write the words exactly as they are said. If they're plural, write down the plural. If they're adjectives, don't change it to nouns. Don't change anything. And remember, words must be spelled correctly. So here's a table completion question for us to have a look at. Now, you're going to get bored of me repeating this, but the first thing we should do is look at the instructions. This will tell you how many words and numbers you will need to provide. If you write more words than is necessary, your answer will be marked wrong. Also, keep in mind that if you do need to write a number, then you should write it in figures. So now look at the table, paying attention to the column headings. These will help you understand the table, as it will tell you what information each column contains. The column headings, along with the information in the table, will help you with predicting the answers. So now have a look at the rest of the table and start thinking about what predictions you can make. Are there any clues that can help you identify the answers you need? Let's take a look. For question 17, it looks like we will need the name of a location. Are there any clues that can help you? Look at the event. It seems that there will be an opera in this place. What sort of places would host an opera? Look at the other venues. They all begin with capital letters, so it would make sense to also write your answer with capital letters. For answer 18, we will need the title of a film. Looking at the title of the opera in the event above, we can see that capital letters are used, so I would also write the title with capital letters. We also know it's a Canadian film, so I'll be listening out for any reference to Canada. I would also predict that the speaker may say it's called, or the name of the film is, so I'll know when the name is coming up. For question 19, I predict that we will need a price. Look at the price in the box above. What currency is being used? Also, notice that there is no currency symbol next to the space. This tells us that we should be writing it in our answer. The last question will be very similar to question 18, except you'll be listening for the name of an art exhibition. That means we can use the same strategy that we were using before. Think about synonyms and paraphrasing. I mentioned before how the words you read in the questions may not be the words you hear. Is there anything that stands out here? Have a look in this question. You can see the words Saturday and Sunday, so it's possible that you may hear weekend instead. You know that one of the answers is about price, but in the audio, you may hear the word cost. As in other listening questions, you need to be careful with distractors, as they can change the original information that you hear. You might think you hear the answer, but a word like but or however could change the information you think is correct. And remember, if you're still not sure about the answer, just guess. Never leave a blank space. If you guess, you never know, you might get the answer correct. But if you leave it blank, you will definitely get no marks. And that's it for this video. I hope these tips have been useful. Good luck, and see you in the next one.